Now, the Banaras Hindu University Vice-Chancellor Rakesh Bhatnagar has clarified that the appointment of Dr. Firoz Khan as Assistant Professor in Sanskrit is strictly according to the rules. This after a section of BHU students are up in arms and staging a dharna outside the VC's lodge to protest the appointment of a non-Hindu as an Assistant Professor in Sanskrit in the Sahitya faculty's Sanskrit Vidya Dharm Vijnan. So that protest taking place, and the authorities there clarifying that it's strictly according to the rule. Let's go across to Alok now for more. Alok, a shocking situation really, that the students are protesting a professor who's been chosen on his merits and obviously his academic record in Sanskrit.
You're absolutely right. In fact, our reporter there, Ajayji, has just sent us some visuals of a lockdown at that particular faculty or department, which is the SVDV, or the Sanskrit Vidya Dharm Vijnan, as it is called. It is a very old department, a very prestigious department in the university. It was actually set up in 1918. It's that old. And the students there, I mean, it's difficult to find logic in what they are saying, but in the interests of presenting both sides, one must also give out what they are saying. Now, these students are about 20 to 30 odd students of literature, Gagi, Sanskrit literature. And as you said, they are outside the VC's lodge or lodge cum office within the prestigious campus there. And they have been reciting hymns, singing bhajans, even did a yagya in the last 10 to 12 days, all to make a point which according to them is that a professor of a different religion cannot teach them culture. They claim that their department is not a normal department. It's a department that also imbibes the teaching of culture and tradition, and that's something that a non-Hindu cannot do. They also say that there's a separate department of Sanskrit that functions under the Faculty of Arts within the university, and if Professor Khan has to teach, then he should be transferred to that department. Now, the university has said that nothing doing. We are not budging, at least that's what they say right now. They say that all of the appointment has been made with guidelines, with proper guidelines being followed, and in accordance with the rules and acts that govern the Banaras Hindu University. They say that of the 10 people who had come in for an interview for the post of assistant professor on the 5th of November, Professor Khan was the person who had the maximum score, and that's why he deserves to be appointed. Professor Khan himself is from a family where Sanskrit has been a language of learning. His father was has also learned Sanskrit, and he actually, we are told, sings and recites bhajans and hymns at local temples close to where they live in Rajasthan. Mr. Khan himself schooled in a Sanskrit school and then went for his higher studies to a deemed university that also specializes in teaching Sanskrit within Rajasthan. So he had the credentials. The university says that his interview and his written examination went the best, and that's why he was appointed. The students say they feel otherwise. The stalemate continues. There's been a lock outside this faculty for 12 days now. We don't know how this is going to end, but one can only hope that good sense will prevail and Professor Khan can actually come to the campus and start teaching these students.